What if I told you everything you think you know about yourself and other people is a lie? Hi, Angela.
Hi, Rob. At least I think you're Rob. Maybe that was a lie.
Welcome down the rabbit hole.
Oh, thanks, I guess. How did I get here, actually?
Haha, don't worry about that. Well, we're here today to talk to the people on the internet about what it's like getting suddenly very unusual and unexpected health news. I recently got quite a bit of unexpected news, and it was really tough to deal with. Even stranger was how other people reacted to that news, including doctors. So I've constructed a little make-believe world to try and explain what that was like for me, from my perspective.
All right.
But for that, we need to jump in this oddly glowing blue portal thingy.
Okay, I'm not sure.
Here we go! Angela, welcome to the world of health!
Yeah, interesting.
Everyone who is around today stands somewhere in the world of health. Most people would like to be on the healthy mainland, where health is just a minor inconvenience, and all ailments are temporary and easily treatable, like a broken toe or a bruised shin bone.
Oh, and then there's the disability continent that some people are born on and others unexpectedly move to.
Yes, that's sort of the idea, how people assume it works. But the strange thing about the world of health is, though, you never really know where you personally are, or where anyone else is, and they never quite know where you are either. You can try and talk about it by describing the things you can see around you, landmarks and features, but there are lots of similar looking hills and valleys in the world of health, so even though you think you might know where someone is, you're never really sure. It's impossible to be sure.
So, I might be sick right now?
Despite this uncertainty, people go about their lives anyway, trying to climb the mountains of achievement in their own little slice of the world, which is all fine until something goes suddenly quite wrong.
Uh-oh. I guess we never really know which hill we might die on.
When something goes wrong, but it's something most people have heard of before, there's a well-worn, dedicated place for that in the world of health. All the people still on healthy mainland suddenly have all these opinions about where you are geographically and are very quick to ship you off to the Tropic of Cancer or the continent of incontinence.
Or the shoals of scoliosis.
Yes, exactly. They are saying, "Welcome to Alaska," when you're saying, "I don't think I really went anywhere. I don't remember going anywhere. How come I'm suddenly here now? I don't want to be here. How can I get back? Can you please send me back? Are you sure I'm here, actually?"
Oh, so it's like how I agreed to talk to you about this health thing, and now suddenly I'm in a portal in a rabbit hole, and I don't really know what's going on?
Quite. Now, with this new information, everyone on the mainland suddenly thinks they know everything about you. They suddenly do know where you are now, but they really don't. They categorize you and they give you the latest popular treatment of that specific island, even though they don't really actually know where you are and what life is really like for you on that island. But, well, at least there's a place for you, sort of. There's a name for this new thing you might have now, a label you can wear, and people can kind of understand that.
Like having a map, so you can figure out how to get out if there are no roadblocks, or show people what the terrain is like and why you can't play football on it or something.
But there's also another, different experience of getting sick in the world of health. When something truly unusual happens, something rare, that sometimes a bunny like me might be frolicking around their streams and forests, climbing their mountain, when they stumble suddenly into a rabbit hole. An incredibly deep rabbit hole. Suddenly they are just falling. Something is very, very wrong. There's nothing to hold on to. Everything is suddenly black. No landmarks at all anymore. Just blackness and falling.
That sounds really scary.
You can shout, "Help! Something is wrong!" all you like, but it's hard to explain what is going on quickly enough. People ask you, "Well, where are you now? What do you see?" And you can only answer, "Nothing. I didn't go anywhere. Everything's just really different all of a sudden." And they scratch their heads and consult their oracles, and they look at their maps and compasses.
Man, I wish they had GPS trackers in this world.
Because it's so unusual, it takes a while for people to really react. For the heroes of the world of health to throw you down a rope in your rabbit hole, just to stop you from falling further. All the while, people are so very eager to ship you to a specific island, or to tell you that this is no problem. It's really just one of those minor inconveniences of the healthy mainland, and you'll be fine. You try to explain to them. I don't think so. I really think I've fallen down some sort of rabbit hole. I don't think this is a stubbed toe kind of a thing. And then they say, "Well, you have this disease then that lots of other people have. And that means you need a ticket to this other island." You try to explain. I mean, you're the expert, but I don't think so. I mean, I have heard of that and it doesn't sound like this.
Right, and then there's the people who say, "Oh, everywhere's a bit like that. Stop complaining." And then the very vocal people who think you can just charter a plane back to healthy from your rabbit hole if you just lose some weight or take up yoga. And this one friend whose aunt ate some magic food that let them knit a canoe back to the mainland one time, so you should try that. Yes, for sure. Have you tried that?
Right. And if enough people keep telling you it's not how it is, that you're not in a hole, that it's all in your mind, well, eventually you sort of believe them. Maybe this was your fault. It isn't. And maybe there's something you should do differently. There isn't. Until eventually, if you're super lucky, one of the heroes grabs the actual rope, and with some help, you climb out. Take a quick breath in and realise what kind of new, unexplored nightmare jungle landscape full of hungry, poisonous predators you are now in, and start to deal with that. But it's a real lot of effort. The fear, the falling, the doubting, the climbing, and the adjusting.
Oh, so instead of a happy ending, it's just the beginning of a horror movie sequel nobody asked for? But at least you have a bit of knowledge and help now?
Yes, a bit of a remake, with a change of director and extra gore, like Evil Dead 2. So, in the end, the irony is that everyone thinks they're all on this healthy, open plan, free-range organic mainland all together, which is a nice feeling to have for sure, when realistically everyone is actually on their own personal little health island by themselves that's just covered in invisible soul-swallowing rabbit holes just for you, and filled with poisonous snakes and, I don't know, dinosaurs or something. There is literally a continuum of possible diseases, infinitely many possible ailments. There are more diseases than we could come up with names for, and more diseases than there are people on the planet. Diseases that haven't even evolved yet. There are diseases so very rare that it's possible that nobody has ever had that disease ever before. And there are the diseases that look and feel completely different to every single person who has them. And when you realise that, well, It's a really bad day.
Yeah, I think I might just go back to bed.
Thanks for joining us today, Angela, down the rabbit hole. And, dear Internet, if you'd like to hear more about what Angela has to say about stuff, please check out angelastic.com and Angela Brett with 2 T's on the YouTubes.
Yes, sure, but... Oh, I have one more question.
Yes?
How do I get out of here?
Well, yes, hang on. All I need to do is